Joe in Ohio. Joe, welcome to the Glenn Beck program. You're speaking to Buck.
Hey, how you doing, Buck?
Good, sir. Thank you for calling.
Hey, yeah, I wanted to call in on the issue. I've been to Zimbabwe 3 times hunting, done all the plains game, done some big game. I did get an opportunity to do a lion. It was a problem animal. And, you know, you do bait the animal in, usually.
Can I ask, can I just ask you real quickly, a problem animal, does that mean, and I'm asking you this honestly because I've read that this is part of it, that it either tried to or did eat somebody? Because that's one of the reasons why they'll go after a lion.
That can be, but in this case it was cattle.
Okay.
They'd gone and killed a bunch of cattle. So you set up on one of the previous kills because they'll come back, and then you take the animal. But over there, it is certainly strictly regulated. Kind of depends on if you're on public land or private land. I've been on both. Most private ranches will have their own anti-poaching units. And on public land, you actually get what's called a game scout, sort of, guy with an AK-47 that the government provides to make sure that you're following the laws and to, you know, if there are poachers.
And to protect you, right? Because poachers have been known to try to kill people, too, because it's such a serious crime in some of these countries. They'll actually, I actually spoke to a hunter once who told me that poachers, they see you coming, they don't run away, they shoot at you.
And I'll tell you why. I actually came across that. What happens is the game scouts, their orders are to shoot on sight, more or less.
To shoot poachers on sight?
Pretty much. Yeah.
I had heard that, but I didn't know that was, you're verifying that. Wow. Continue.
Yeah, it happens over there. And so once a game scout, when you set up with him, he kind of goes over, you know, what you're all doing, what he's there for. But he says because these poachers know that that's happening, they do want to shoot first. They're not going to run away because, you know, if they run away, they're just going to get shot in the back. So they say, I don't necessarily want you to shoot them, but if you see them first, shoot them, and then I'll come back and pump some AK rounds in it so it looks like I did it.
Wow.
So, and if these guys, the guides specifically, if they're in jail in Zimbabwe, it'd be interesting to check back in about 6 months and see if they're still around. Because, again, Zimbabwean prison, especially for poachers, is more or less a death sentence. And a lot of times on the private ranches, if they catch poachers and they don't kill them right away, they'll just beat the living crap out of them. And if they don't survive, they'll just shove them down a warthog hole.
Wow. Joe, fascinating to hear your perspective on this, having been to Zimbabwe on a hunt 3 times. Thanks for calling in, buddy.